Hey, what's up everybody and welcome to the first tutorial on how to make a virus escape game on Scratch. To start off, we will need a backdrop. So we can either open the backdrop inventory or draw our own. I'm going to use the inventory for now. Let me see. I'm going to open the outdoor inventory because I like it the best. Now it's 100% your option to decide the backdrop, but I'm gonna use wall 1. Yes, I guess it suits the job best. Now, after we added the backdrop, we need to add a character that escapes the virus. So in order to do that, we're going to choose a sprite. Loading. We're gonna scroll down. There! Devin! He looks perfect. There he is. One other thing we have to do is to make the character smaller. So we're gonna do that by opening the costumes page, selecting Devin, and simply making him smaller. After we do that, we should recenter him. And you know that he got recentered whenever you feel a snap. There. Now he's recentered. Awesome. He looks smaller and he's ready to play. We don't need the other costumes, so I'm just gonna delete them. Perfect. Our character is ready. Now, after we made the character, the next step is to make the virus that will chase the character. In order to do that, we're gonna first check the sprite library. So we click there, and actually, after thinking, I don't think that using the library will be helpful. So instead, why don't we draw the virus ourselves? In order to do that, we hover over the cat icon, and then we go to the paint button and press that. Then we will open into a window that looks like this. Then we will be able to start drawing. So I'm going to start drawing by simply making a circle. This circle is going to be the greedy virus. So I'm first going to set the brightness to 100. Set the color to like 25 maybe. Or 29 looks good. Making the brightness a bit darker is going to give it a dark shade, but I'm going to keep it light. Next, after I made the circle, I'm going to make the outline. I'm going to make it thickness 2. Perfect. Next, I'm going to make it have greedy eyes. And to do that, I'm going to take the brush, make it 30. And then I'm going to whiten it. After I whiten it up, I'm going to come here and do dot and other dot. Now his eyes look separate, but it's okay. We can fix that later. Now I'm gonna set it to 10 in order to make the smaller circle. And then I'm going to set the color to black in order to make the pupil. Awesome. Giving him this eye will make him look so greedy. Awesome. Now, all he's missing is a grumpy head. And how to make the grumpy head is by giving it a grumpy mouth. So we draw the mouth. And there we go. He looks sad. If we give him some angry eyebrows, he's gonna be extremely sad. And then, it would make sense for him to want to eat that guy. Perfect. Now we have one greedy virus. An extra add-on that I would like to add is actually giving him the spikes that viruses usually have. Thickness 10. Yes, that's perfect. I'm going to start. Oh, the spike's a little too big. No problem. I'm going to fix that issue by simply deleting that and resizing the thickness. Let's say 5 is going to be good. Let's check it out. Spot on. Now it's going to take ages to finish all of this. So, there. Much better. Now, after we have this creepy virus ready, I feel he's a little bit too big, so I'm going to make him a little smaller, slightly bit smaller. And then I'm going to recenter him so we can be able to use coordinates later. The x coordinate and the y coordinate. There. It's always a good idea to name your sprites, so I'm going to name this one Virus and keep him Devin. It really does not make a difference. Now, we have everything ready. We have the character, we have the virus, and we have the backdrop, but the game's still not ready. We're missing the code. And that's what we're going to be doing right now. So we're going to start with coding Devin, which is the character. We're going to start by going to events and taking when green flag clicked. And then we're going to first set his place to minus 121 and then minus 39. So it's exactly where he is now. So we're going to set his place as soon as the game starts to that position. And then we are going to let him always go to. So after he starts over there, we're going to actually make a wait 0.5 seconds so we can leave a gap between the beginning code and the other code. We can find the wait blocks in the control area. So now we place a wait 0.5 seconds. So 0.5. And then we set him to go after the mouse pointer. So this code simply says whenever the green flag is clicked, Devin is going to go to the exact position that he is in now, and then the code's going to wait exactly 0.5 seconds, and then Devin is going to follow the mouse pointer wherever the mouse pointer goes. So let's check this code out. So he goes there, and then, solving this issue will be easy. Now what Devin did is that he went to where the mouse pointer was only once. In order to fix this issue, we will simply place the go-to mouse pointer block in a forever loop. Now this code is going to run forever. Let's check it out. So he's first going to start wherever he is, and then he will keep following the mouse pointer. Great. But I feel it could still get improved. If we stop the code there, and if we say that, for example, we want to make him slower, don't we? Because that was too fast. So in order to make him slower, instead of placing a go-to mouse pointer, we can go back to motion and instead place glide for a specific amount of seconds to the mouse pointer. So we select mouse pointer and we say glide for like 0.5. The higher the number, the slower he's gonna go. Let's check that out. He's going to start gliding towards the mouse pointer. This is perfect. Yes, this is looking so great. I think we might increase it a little bit into like zero point 0.3 or something. 0.3 is gonna be just fine. There. And boom, he follows him. Awesome! Now coding Devin is complete. Now we want to code the virus to always keep running after Devin. Now that code's gonna be very easy because if we start by taking the when green flag clicked from the events, we take that block and place it in here. And then we go to motion. And first we set the virus to be in the bottom right corner. Yeah, so about over there. X 201 and Y minus 138. Whenever the green flag is clicked, it's going to go to X 201 and Y minus 138. Awesome. There. And then we're going to give the player kind of a head start before he should actually the virus starts running after him. So in order to do that, I think we're going to make the virus wait 1 second before he starts chasing the player. That is how to do that, is by placing a wait 1 second block. Now we're going to go back to motion and then glide 1 second to Devin. This code simply says that whenever the game plays, the virus is going to keep running after Devin, and Devin will keep trying to escape. So now the motion codes for both Devin and the virus are ready. Aha! Now that was a problem. We forgot to place a forever loop. Okay. To solve that, just place a forever loop. Great. There, and there we go. Motion codes for both are complete. Let's check this. Yes. Oh, the virus is so fast. I really don't know why the device is lagging. No problem. How do we fix that? 1 second seems to be too fast. I think going for 3 seconds is gonna be slow enough. Let's hope to find that out. Yes, 3 seconds is so good. Devin has enough time to escape the virus. Great, the game is complete. But wait, how is it a game if the virus is just running after you? We need to make some sort of score, and we need to make a mechanism that ends the game as soon as the virus touches the player. That seems like a lot to take in. But it's okay, we're gonna do that step by step. I think I'm going to start with the mechanism of the virus finishing the game whenever it touches Devin. So in order to do that, we're going to go back to Devin and we're going to start a new script of code. We're going to start by a when green flag clicked, and then we're going to start a forever loop to make sure that this is endless times. And then we're going to check if it is going to be like this inside the forever loop. We're going to be checking if Devin is touching the virus. So if Devin is touching the virus, it will automatically stop everything. There we go. So we're simply saying that this forever loop says that if Devin touches the virus, everything finishes and it's like game over. Awesome. Now let's check that out. There we go. Devin tries to escape. Yeah. Oh, the virus touched him. So now it's game over. Fantastic. Now we have one thing left to do. It is simply making a score variable. Now, variables are similar to boxes. They contain information. So we're going to start by creating a new variable or a box, and we're going to name it score. We're going to make sure it is for all sprites, and then we're going to say okay. And ta-da! A score variable appeared, and well, using the score variable, we can make so many cool things. Now, the my variable is a default. You really don't need it, so you can just delete that. Now, we need to make a process of score. So, like, you can keep trying to beat your old score to make the game even funner. So, in order to do that, we need to start a new script of code. And it really does not matter where to use it. You can use it in both Devin or the virus. You start by dragging another when green flag clicked. And then you say you say set the variable to 0. So you set the score variable to 0. So if it was like 100 in your last game and you try to refresh the game, the score sets automatically back to 0. And then we're going to make a forever loop that simply, oh wait, I did not drag it. There we go. That simply says that every second it adds 1, or it really depends on how you want it. So it's change score by a specific number. If you want it to increase 10 by 10 by 10 or 1 by 1 by 1, it's completely your option. And then you go to control, and after that you select the wait 1 second or the wait 0.1 or whatever you would like. If you decide to wait 1 second, this code simply says that every second the score will keep increasing by 1. If you would like to make it every tenth of a second, so you can make 0.1. Now, every tenth of a second or every 10 milliseconds, it's going to keep adding by 1. If you would like it to be every millisecond, like literally 0.01, it's going to be increasing stupidly. It's going to be like 1,000 in a couple seconds. But it's completely up to you. I like it to be 1 second. And let's do a final test. Everything looks perfect. Escaping the zombie. Boop. He touched the zombie and my score was 4. Now whenever I replay, score sets back to 0. Oh, I get why. It did not do that because it starts by changing the score and then it waits 1 second. So in order to fix that, we just put the wait 1 second on top. So the code says whenever the green flag clicked, the score is set to 0, and then it waits 1 second, and then it changes, and then it waits 1 second, and then it changes, and it keeps going on and on forever. Awesome. Now, actually, after thinking, I would decide to make the virus a bit smaller because the game is extremely hard. No one can barely even pass like 4 seconds. So in order to do that, you select the whole entire thing and then just shrink it a bit. Yeah, that's amazing. And there, just recenter it. There we go. Oh wait, I didn't. There we go. And awesome, your game is ready. There we go. Devin escapes the weird zombie, and boop, whenever he touches, your score stops playing. Now, if you would like, you could make something that makes it like a background. So, like, you can edit it here, and then you could go like, whenever Devin is touching the virus, it switches to a backdrop that says game over. Or you could make a million different things. You could make a starting to the game. You could make like a play button. And like whenever the play button is pressed, the game starts. There are endless ideas, and you have the freedom to try them all. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.